Hey, good afternoon, everybody. I'm running a little late today, but it's Saturday, and I know I don't really have a set time for when I hop onto Facebook on Saturdays because it is Saturday. And this weekend is Memorial Weekend here in the United States, so I'm not so sure how many of you will be popping on today. But I'm going to go ahead and I am going to do the Saturday sip. Today I am going to be using the Handsomely Suited stamp set. This was a stamp set that I liked, but I don't have any like people to really send a lot of Father's Day cards to. I have my father-in-law who, God bless him, he's definitely getting a card, and I have my sweet husband. But I don't really send them to pretty much anyone else. So, but it's still a really cool guy card, like guy birthday, card thing. And I've seen some really cute girls outfits made with this set. So I'm using this, and I'm also using the awesome dies that come with it. I have that stamp out because we're using it today. Of course I have to cough because I'm doing a video. So I'm going to be using the tie. I have cut out a tie. Okay. I don't want to use the stripe. I'm going to be using these because, we love our guys, right? And then I am using this piece right here, which cuts out the inside of the shirt. I am using the collar piece right here. Actually, I guess that's the collar on the jacket. This is the collar on the shirt. So I'll be using that piece. I've cut 2 pockets out, and you'll see why I've done that in just a minute. And then I have this little piece. This is not in there, but I've decided that I want my pocket to have a little pocket square hanging out of it. This piece for the handkerchief or pocket square, this is cut 1 1/4 inches by 1. It doesn't necessarily have to be that long, but I didn't want it too short because then it makes funny lumps. So that's going to go inside my pocket. I have another piece of basic white that I'm going to be using for the sentiment. This piece is cut 1 3/4 by 1 inch. Then I have 2 pieces of the Designer Series paper that match the collar. The larger piece is 5 1/4 by 3 1/2, and then 5 1/4 by 3. So we'll be using all those pieces, and then the card base is 5 1/2 by 10 3/4, and you're going to score it at 3 3/4 and 7 inches, and it's going to make kind of a Z fold. Okay, so I did all of that ahead of time because I knew I was doing this on Memorial Weekend, and I don't know how many of you guys are like sitting and crafting along with me, and you're probably going to look at this later, maybe even next week. So I just thought, well, I'll just have everything ready for you guys. One of the things I want to mention, I am using, of course, my favorite Designer Series paper in the catalog. This is only available to hostesses. It's 48 sheets. I've shown it a million times. The back side is black and white. The front is some really bright, beautiful colors. Obviously, you can see I've used a lot of it, and I still have a lot to use. And now some of you are thinking, maybe you don't want to host a party. Well, I am working on a hostess club or a VIP card group where you might be able to get this, or if you place a $150 order, that qualifies you as a hostess. And I know some of you have ordered that much, and some of you come really close, and then I see your order and go, darn, another 20 bucks would have gotten you $15 free. So think about that. You order at memoryinkers.com, and if your order is $150 or more, do not use my hostess code. But the hostess code for orders under that is MCKNJXSY. This code will be good through Memorial Day, and then a new code for June. If you have any questions, you can comment here. You can email me at memoryinkers@att.net. And if you are seeing this on a shared video, I hope you'll come over and follow me on facebook.com/memoryinkers. Okay, let's go. All right, so I've already pre-scored and pre-cut everything. So now it's just going to be assembly time. So I'm going to take the larger of the two Designer Series papers, and I am going to adhere that to the front of the card. And I don't know if you guys can tell, but when it's folded, the front sticks out farther and the inside sticks out farther. Okay? But they're the same size, so, you know, if I were to flip this over, it would still work. So it's totally up to the look that you want. Okay. The weather in Michigan has been freaky. Like, I mean, it's Michigan. We're used to it being weird, but I mean, we were having like 90 degrees, and yesterday it barely did 50. I mean, and super windy. Today it's barely supposed to get to 60, and then we pop back up. So where are you from? Tell me where you're from. Where are you watching from? And say hello and give me some hearts and likes, because that really does help my business. So I would appreciate that. So, okay, so now the other piece I am going to put on this middle panel here. The back side of this is actually really pretty. It would be really nice for a man's suit also. But I just, I love this hash looking paper. I just, oh my gosh, it's like I wish there was a whole 48 pack of it. Okay, that might be a little extreme, but I really do love it. I really love it. So I'm going to try and line this up so that I'm at the same level. But you know how I feel about perfection. So there you go. So you have plenty of room on the inside. There's only going to be a small bit hanging over. If you wanted to, you could put another strip of this, you know, like right there. And then it would kind of look like, sorry, I'm trying to give you a visual because I didn't cut the piece. So you can see how it would kind of look like that if you did the stripe all the way down, which would be cool too. I just chose not to do that. So now we're going to put our shirt together. I'm going to start with the shirt part. There is in the dies, where did I put them? And I think when I closed the box, they all slipped. Sounds like they did. Okay, yeah, the tie did. So there is actually this piece right here, or this piece right here, you could actually cut that out in white, and it would look like the button, like the plaque. I don't know what you would call that. I'm a sewer, and I don't even know what it's called. But you know how buttons are often on their own little piece, the buttonholes and stuff. And then, look, there's a die to cut out a bunch of buttons. So it's cool. It's got bow ties, different sizes. It's just got everything. It even has a little tie piece to go up here if you wanted to. I chose not to do that, but if you wanted to make your knot of your tie stand out a little bit, you could definitely use that. So it's a very, very fun set. So I am going to start, like I said, putting on the inside of the shirt. And I'm going to put that right up to the top of the Designer Series paper, and I'm eyeballing it. If you want to be perfect, you know, get out your rulers and knock yourself out. I'm not. Then I'm going to just take the shirt piece. Yeah, I'm going to get my silicone mat out so I can get the end of this. Now I'm going to be really careful, and I'm going to hold this really tight while I'm doing this end, because you see how it wants to stretch, and I'm purposely not pulling too hard on it because I don't want it to rip that little corner. But I definitely want it to stay down. I'm not so worried about the ends popping up. Wow, this roll seems to be very stringy for some reason. It's probably user error. most likely. So I'm not doing this end, if you guys can see that. This end, I'm not worried about that because on a suit, that end would pop up. So if it was a little loose, I'm good with that. But I want certain parts to make sure they stay down. Wow. Sorry, I don't know what is going on with me today. And my adhesive issues. So now I'm going to, oh, I don't want to put that down yet. I want to get the tie down and the shirt collar. So I purposely did the hearts tie, and if you look, this is going to hang a little low. So I'm actually going to, look at adhesive. I'm going to trim this just a little bit. I meant to do this before I adhered it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this on here so that I can get an idea of about where this is going to fall inside the, well, this would be so much easier if it wasn't sticky. Inside this piece here. It's probably going to stick out less than that once I put it on. So I'm just going to kind of trim it down and hope for the best. And then if I need to trim more, I will. There's probably a better way to do this, but honestly, you know, I do my own thing. Sometimes I pay attention to what I'm doing, and sometimes I don't, as you well know. I'm going to put that down there. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to glue this one down flat. It would look good on dimensionals, but I want to keep my dimensionals for my collar. And I am going to put that right up there, like that. I'm going to, like, a little bit down, so you see a little bit of the shirt, and then I'm squeezing it into that section. Okay? Now, this is where you have to decide. Do you like your man's collar outside of his blazer or suit coat or not? I'm going to go ahead and let the collar be on the outside because that's just the way I planned it. So I'm going to set this right here. I'm going to pop it up just a smidgen. And, oh, look at that. I mean, the tie, I maybe cut it a little bit short, but it's okay. You can't really tell. Kind of need to wiggle this over a little. You have to do that quickly if you're using certain adhesives. And this piece, which I just pressed down, I need to spread it out just a little bit so it covers all the white. There you go. So now I have the suit and the tie. So I'm going to take the shirt, which this is a weird kind of thing. I think you can do it either way. You can do it like that, and then you have to sort of twist it up, or you can do it like this. I always play with this, and I'm never quite sure. So I think, this is my personal opinion, I think it kind of goes like this. So I'm going to pop it up and I'm going to do that. The tie probably should have been on top, but I'm not a guy. You know, you're going to cut me some slack. And I've only done one of these, and both times I've not liked the end product. So I'm actually going to cheat because I don't like what it's doing. I'm going to cut these in half. You don't have to do that. Only when you screw up. And I did, because I wanted the shirt to pop up. And maybe it's not supposed to. I don't know. Like I said, not a guy. Not a guy. Come on. I trimmed all my nails down because my thumb still keeps breaking, and so I'm having struggles with it. And I lost what I was doing. So I'm going to do this so that I see more of the tie, which is probably not right. Do it that way. Nope. All right, guys, you can crack up because I really screwed this up. So typical Carrie card. So I'm just going to move it in just slightly and slightly up. Now let's see if I can get this one to do what I want it to do and make it look right. I know there's a right way to do this collar, and I've seen it done a couple of different ways, and I'm just not sure which way is right. What I'm doing right now is not right, but it works, and so, you know, I'm all for letting it work, right? See, I don't like that. I'm going to peel that off. I'm going to try and do it right. Yeah, that looks a little better. It may not be right, but I think it looks a little better. Okay. Not good, but there you go. So there's the suit. Now I want to do the tie, and I want to do the tie pocket. The pocket and the pocket square. Oh, that's the word one. I'm like, why is that so long? So I'm going to take this little piece, and I'm going to just put some adhesive right there and stick it behind the pocket. I have glue dots stuck to me. And you know, a really perfect man would have his just laying just right. And my husband's a perfect man, so he would have it just right. So now I want to put it on there, but if you look, it is going to hang over the edge. And gosh, that piece just really wants to be with me. So I have to think about what I'm going to do here. Hence why I did 2 pockets. So I'm going to take this other pocket and I'm going to adhere it. Wow. Sorry, you guys. It's a typical Carrie video. Slightly crazy. And I'm going to line this up like that. So that now I have 2 pockets. Okay. And then I'm going to put adhesive just on the one side of the pocket because I know it's going to hang over. So I'm going to set it right there. And look, if I line this up, this is just a happy accident. But you know, in a good suit, those stripes would line up. So my collar might be terrible, but my suit is pretty cool. And then when you open it, you have all of that room. So now I'm going to do mine as a birthday card for a guy, because I've already made Father's Day cards for my 2 men that I will be sending them to. And this is just with our Memento black ink. And I'm just going to set this right here. And if I set it right there, you won't even know that I messed up a little bit right here. So I'm also going to put that up. You can actually matte this with black, which actually would look pretty good. So here's a tip for you. If you do not, you did something like this and you're ready and you're in a hurry and you realize it might look better with some black, grab your black or whatever color you're working with. Grab your black Stampin' Right marker and just do the edge. Oh, I just smeared it, but that's okay. Oh, I smeared it really bad. My StazOn must be wet. So I'm not going to adhere this because I'm going to have to restamp it. But can you see now how when it's on white, can you see the black edge? Can you believe it smeared that bad? Holy cow. I did just re-ink it and I didn't think about that. So pay attention. But anyway, that would go right there. So that would be the card. Let me show you another one that I did. It's the same design, only this one uses our awesome stamp set. Hang on, what's it called? Something garden. I'm going to be showing you, I'm actually going to be showing you this card too, because this is so cool. It is made with, I had all of this stuff sitting here. Here it is. Okay. So, this card is exactly the same, but see how I did a little piece right here and I stamped on the inside? And that uses the Retiring Designer Series paper, Dandy Garden Suite. It's in the mini and the Dandy Garden. and the Dandy Garden dies. Okay, these are carrying over. I think the bundle is not. Yeah, this is the one that the bundle is not carrying over. So if you think this is a cool bundle set, grab it. You've got until Monday. And if I were you, with the crazy holiday craziness, I would grab this really quickly. And then Happy Thoughts, which is also retiring. This one is $21. It's number 154507. And then this background piece here, that is from the awesome, also retiring Dandy Laser Cut dies that are also in the Spring Mini, which I've been kind of talking to you guys about that Spring Mini. It's going away. It's it's going away in June. So you're good. Sorry. I guess I'm just thinking about the holiday. But anyway, it was from here. It was one of these. So you actually have till June to order this. I'm sorry to confuse you, but I'm starting to think that's my way. Oy. So anyway, this one, I love this one. I think this one came out really cute, but I think this one is really adorable too, especially when you don't screw up the smear of the thing. But I like the way the pocket kind of folds over. I think that's fun. Also, I wanted to show you guys, I am going to be starting a new VIP group club. And I'm working out all the details, exactly what you're going to get. I know it's going to include a free 4-card kit with instructions and stuff similar to the ones I've been doing for bingo. It's also going to include your free bingo numbers, but it's going to be for orders, and that's what I'm trying to decide how to do that. But it's going to be a commitment thing. So when you do that, I will be lining some of your envelopes because I have this old liner die. And, oh, there's all my notes. I rewrote them. But this liner, it can go either way, obviously. But it fits in here perfectly. And then you just Stampin' Up! Used to sell these dies. There's 3 of them. They're so cool. And I will not be selling mine. But see, then you slide it in there and you just put some adhesive right here. And then you've got a really cute lined envelope for your card. So I know this is going to be part of the club. If you tend to order every month, you might want to ask me about this. There's also going to be hostess opportunities for that to be part of a hostess. So it's going to be kind of like a hostess club if you guys have ever heard of those. So anyway, that is my Saturday sip today. If you have any questions, make sure you reach out to me. Please share this video. I will be doing a drawing probably during Tiny Tip Tuesday because it'll be June. For everybody who has shared my videos in May, and you get a ticket for every time you share. Please share it with your on your personal page, any groups that you're on. That really helps me. So I really appreciate those of you who have done that. If you're seeing this on a share, please hop over to facebook.com/memories and follow me there so that you don't miss any opportunities. So I will see you all back here on Tuesday for a tiny tip. And I hope you guys have a really wonderful holiday weekend. And that you guys don't eat, too much junk. All right. Have a good weekend, everybody. Bye.